So, very good morning, traders, and welcome to today's live market profile analysis or live market analysis by Tradeducation. This is Madhuran, and we are at episode 121. And before I share today's live analysis, I would just like to go through a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for all investors. Also, the information which I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade related activity. Okay, so with that, let's quickly look at the potential option development paths that can be formed today and what happened yesterday and what can we see that the potential option path can develop. So let me share my screen, and once I share my screen, there is some change in the layout. So if you see on the left, I have added the market profile charts, and on the right is the all the other charts. So this is just to add more. So earlier I had a single chart, and I used to just switch. So I didn't want to do that. The reason for keeping market profile chart on the left is to understand the context and whether to basically to understand what the option is doing, and I can flip between the other charts and can take the trades. Okay, so I think let me maximize this screen and let's quickly look at what happened yesterday in the daily chart. So what was happening is so 3 day, so I would say this was a 4 day balance, which the auction traded. And yesterday it was, the auction was, it broke above the balance and again the auction came back. Okay, so we are still in the trading range, and there was some news sentiment happening both yesterday and day before yesterday, and it was because of the China India tensions which is going on around the borders. Okay, so that's why these 2 days the reaction, the news sentiment reaction was seen, and once the reaction is over, right now what we are seeing is it's again back in a bigger balance. So it's in this 5 days range and also in this 4 day range. So it broke above the balance, and it's right now around the balance area high. Okay, so what has happened yesterday is a lot of emotional sentiment was going on. So today the auction will try to fix those anomalies, and we might see a balancing day today or an inside day today. So that's just what I'm anticipating. And some of the reference areas which I'll be looking to measure the market confidence is around the high, the low, and the mid of the balance. Okay, so then let me jump to the volume profile chart. So from the volume profile chart, if you observe the power of volume profile, so where the auction halted today. So if you see this is around the VPOC level. So VPOC, of this particular bigger balance. Okay, once it tagged the VPOC, and then the auction is around those levels. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add data points of the yesterday's market profile session. Let me just hit refresh so that the lines are clear. Okay, so now what we see is, so we have two balance. This is a bigger balance, this is one balance, and then this is another balance. Okay, so for the moment what is happening is the auction has tagged the VPOC level or the HVN level. So this is the HVN level. It has tagged the HVN level. So this is a very important reference. So 10,100 levels is what I'll be monitoring at. Whether we are seeing continuation to the upside, or whether we are seeing balancing around this, or whether we are seeing rejection around this. Okay, so these are the three scenarios which I'll be getting prepared for. So what has happened is yesterday the auction has moved out of the second balance. So this is the second balance and this is the first balance. The auction has moved out of the second balance and it has entered the higher value. So if you can say from lower value, the auction has migrated to the higher value. So it has reached, it's tried to reach the first, the higher value or the higher balance, and it has found some rejection around the HVN or the VPOC level. So if the today's auction opens around the yesterday's high, odds increases that it will tag this particular LVN and also the balance high or also the value area high. Okay. So based on the open, if the open is above the yesterday's high, we might see some pullback, and then we might need to tag the first the LVN and second the value area high of the first balance. Okay, this is the first auction path which I'm seeing. The second auction path which I'm seeing is this act as the level of resistance. So this is the level of resistance. The auction opens around the value area high. So this is the second balance. This is the value area high, VPOC, and the value area low. See, auction opens around between the rejection zone and the value area high. And, some rejection is seen and it enters the lower balance or the second balance. If this does that, then odds increases to tag the VPOC and the lower edge of the balance. Okay. So these are the two possible trade scenarios which I'm currently getting prepared for. And from the market profile chart, there are also a lot of anomalies which I'll be sharing. Just a second. Okay. So let me now minimize this. Okay. Now we will jump to the market profile chart. Okay. So from the market profile chart, what we can see is sorry for that. So there are multiple references, which are marked if you're seeing on the screen. Okay. So first of all, we have a poor low, plus we also have a PPOC rejection. Okay. Then some of the references which are marked, this line is the single print zone. So first of all, let me remove all the unnecessary lines so that you don't get I would say confused. So okay, so now if you study the structure of the yesterday's profile, okay, what we see is we can split it into three parts. So this is the first part, okay, then we have a second part, and then we have the entire third part. Okay, so I'm just breaking the entire balance into three parts, and there is a single print zone. So I'm just marking it as 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I'm just slicing and dicing, and the reason why I'm doing this is to share you that so there's a general saying that you cannot eat an elephant at once. You have to eat it by bit by bit or piece by piece. Okay, so I'm just breaking the entire auction which happened yesterday as just one I would say into three balances. Okay, so now what we see here is first of all some of the reference areas which I'll be looking forward for today is first this balance area low. Second is gonna be, so we have a halfback level here. Third is we have a poor low here. Fourth is we have a halfback level here. We also have a halfback level here, and we also have a single excess here. Okay. Now let me remove that. Now what you see is, so what I've broken it up into is multiple reference levels. So this is yesterday's close. Sorry, this is the yesterday's close. And now what I'm seeing is, just a minute guys, I'm facing another issue. Windows. Okay, now I think the issue is gone. So yeah, sorry for that. So this is the yesterday's close. The current time is 9:09. Okay, so I think this is a good time to look at what the pre-open market session is talking about. So let me refresh. 19 June, so 27 points up, and also let me look at HDFC Bank, 1017.95. Okay, so let me close this. Okay, so now the things are pretty clear. So now what I'm getting prepared for is, so 27 points below from the close. Okay, so 75, let's say around 45, or so let's say around this particular reference level is where the auction opens today. Okay, this reference level. So this will act as the level of resistance. Okay, so we need to see that this resistance level stays intact. So resistance level from 10,100 to this particular. So this is the entire resistance zone, and we need to see less time spending here and more time, trying to first of all fix all these anomalies. So there are these multiple anomalies. So what I'm expecting is the first auction path is to repair all these anomalies and then take a reversal. So this is the first auction path which I'm currently getting prepared for. Second auction path which I'm seeing is we also have a poor high peacock rejection. So it will open here, it will develop some sideways, it will try to tag first of all this peacock reference level, and this is also a high. It will try to tag, and then based on the rejection, if we see an exhaustion, then I'll be looking to take a short trade. Okay, so this is the second auction path which currently I'm getting prepared for. The third auction path which I'm seeing is the Nifty is just sideways, developing sideways, and we also have a peacock level, or I would say the potential auction paths which I'm seeing which can develop, which can happen, or where the auction can open. $10,000. Okay, so okay, that's fine. Okay, so we need to see. So we have a strong resistance zone here, and we have a good support zone here. Okay, so there are multiple support zones here. So this entire zone is the support zone, and this zone is the resistance zone. Okay, from yesterday's auction. Okay, so we need to see a good fight happening today. Some good fight will be seen. So these are some of the I'm getting prepared for. We also have some anomalies, and that's what I'll be looking forward to. Okay, so let me hide this. The current time is 9:13 a.m. So let me, okay, again the same issue is, okay, need to again change my charts. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Okay, and so this is the volume levels. I'm just putting this here. Okay, and let me bring back the auction path. Okay, so these are the auction path. The current time is 9:14:11. Sorry, if you have any comments, just do let me know. In your comment section. Okay, some bandwidth issues also I'm facing, so that's fine. Okay, so the auction will open in next 10 seconds. So let's see which auction path works on. So I think let me, whether the first one, second one, or third one. Okay. So okay, it looks like the second auction path is currently in play. So let me delete this. Let me bring back, and let's look at the dynamic volume profile chart, and see we are at the balanced high, and here, so we have one reference here and one reference here. Let me look at the order flow chart. So around 2700 contracts, load contracts. Do we have any HVN? So this is the resistance zone. We are at the resistance zone, and it is clearly tagged above the resistance zone. So we have an HVN above. Okay, so now the odds increases to tag this particular reference level. Let me look at the volume profile. I would say the volume chart. So good strong buying is happening. Okay, so some choppiness action is seen. So for the moment, strong confidence, high confidence buying. The auction is, above the epoch reference level. It is tagged. Let's look at the high. So good contracts around 5,000 lots traded or contracts traded, and it's open equal to low scenario. So there was a double print here, and we have the single print here. Okay, so the auction should not come below this particular reference level. So 10,103. So let me mark, that is also a resistance level. Okay, furthermore upside will be seen. So currently no trade location. Let it go up. It's going to go up. So let it go up. And basically what is happening is whoever went long, they are the ones either booking the profits. I'm just adjusting my charts. Okay, see, good buyers are stepping in. So let them go up. It's good. Yeah, so from VWAP also, this is acting as the level of support. So 10,101. So let me mark that level. So it should not come below this level. Let it go up. Okay, some rejection is coming in now. So again, this is the reference level 102, whatever is the level 101 or 102. So this is the strong resistance level. We are in the resistance zone. So if you see higher lows and higher highs are being formed. So I'll be waiting whether we have a pullback around the yesterday's high, or do we see further continuation to the upside. So for the moment, I'm in a trade wherein I've sold 9850 P's, and this is the current MTM, and I'm waiting for it to tag the high. So here, if you see, we have confluence. So I'm waiting for it to tag the upper VWAP levels. So right now this is acting as level of, so just waiting 10,125. Yeah. Okay, so now sellers are stepping in. So let me move this. I think I'll exit. Okay, let me exit my trade. So okay, still. So this is the okay, still going on. Let me see what is the price. So 69. Okay, 93 rupees is my loss made today. So there is some bounce back around the VWAP levels. I exited early. So here I'll be seeing if we have a bounce back here or not. Okay, should close below VWAP. We are still 2 minutes away. So now sellers are stepping in. So 10117 level. So maximum sellers are here. Then we have sellers here. So good. A doji candle is forming. Okay, so I took one more trade. I tried to short calls, and the trade is so 566. Okay, so now 10117 level is what I'm measuring. The market confidence is high buying confidence, and it is just chopping around these levels. We are above the good resistance zone, and yeah, we also have some stops built around this level. We are at the top of the balance, and also the HVN, and it looks it's going to close above VWAP. So now good fight is going on between buyers and sellers. So strong buying is there. So I'm getting feeling to take a short trade, but I won't. I'll just wait for some additional confirmation. So I'm just observing the markets because I'm getting a mixed feeling. Also, this will go down, and also it will tag the high. We also have one more high here. So this high is nothing but the balance high which we see here, okay, of 10th of June. Okay. So good buying is happening around the reference levels. See, strong buyers are stepping in. You see the wick. Okay. So is that level tagged? Yes, that level is tagged. 10136. So around 10139 levels is where sellers are stepping in. So no trades for now. I took 2 trades, made a loss of 660 rupees. So right now the auction is just spending time around this reference level. You see a good rejection is here. 154 contracts. We also have one anomaly here. VWAP retest is done. Okay, more upside is seen. So choppiness action is going on. Sellers are stepping in now. Let me look at the volume chart. So now sellers are stepping in. You see here is where rejection is seen. It's not a good sign. More upside needs to be seen now. But the candles are showing good wicks, so good buyers are there. Good buying is good selling is coming in. So we are below the reference level of that 117. So now we are around the VWAP levels. This is a good opportunity to take a short position. But now it is just tagging around the VWAP levels. Okay, it should close below the VWAP level. So this will be a zone where if it breaks, it will come here. It has broken the VWAP. Let's see if it reaches 10,103. So some buyers will be stepping in. Let me go back to the order flow chart. Okay, so there are stacked buyers here. So we will be stepping in. They should close above. If it closes above VWAP, that will be not a good opportunity. Okay, so we are above VWAP. Now some rejection is seen. Okay, 10,103. So now we are entering that 10,103 tag, 10,102. Looks like sellers are pretty strong. 10,101. So we are around the reference level. Okay, more downside is seen. So this is the next reference level, 10,088. Okay. So I took one short trade, and so 787 I shorted calls, and this is the target. Okay, I would say the MTM for today. But more downside is seen. So if you see, we are below the reference level. More downside is seen, and it is trying to enter the yesterday's range. And those who are went long, they are the ones who are throwing in the towel. So from VSA chart, we did spot a good rejection zone. So we are at the lower edge of the VWAP. So we tag this level 10.086. This is the second support zone. Okay, now buyers will be stepping in. Okay, so yeah, so just monitor or monitor the reference levels which I have shared. More downside is seen for probability is high. So 10.057. So I have sold the futures, Nifty futures, and my target is the lower edge, or today's low. So now delta is also turning negative. I would say it's going down, and there are stops built around this level 10.057. Some rejection is seen. Good selling presence. Okay, so this is the current MTM. So I'm still in the trade, and I think I'll exit for now. It is going to tag the low. Yes, it is tagged the low, and I'm out of the trade. So I'm still in the trade. What is my 10.056? Let me. So 990 is the level, or the trade which, or I would say where I exited. Okay. So today's MTM is 1428 rupees, 1400 odd rupees, and this is how I traded today, just in Nifty. So if you see, good bounce back came in once the low was tagged. Let's look at the order flow chart. Yes, so good bounce back came in, and I was a bit late to execute the order, but yeah, that's what I had. Okay, so with this, guys, I'm ending the today's session, and would request you to please do like, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you get notified for the upcoming videos. And do let me know in your comment section if you have any doubts or if you need any clarity. Okay, so with that, I'll be ending today's session, and take care and happy and safe. Yeah, bye for now.